Welcome, you guys, to this reading. We're just going to take a few moments to ground, center, take a few deep breaths. And just take a moment to bring into focus your intention, your question. What would you like to receive from this reading today? Great Creator, thank you for filling this space with your protective golden white light on all levels, planes, and dimensions. Thank you for allowing me to be an instrument of healing energy only of the highest light, resonance, and accuracy. Thank you for allowing those who need this message to receive it with grace, ease, clarity, and direction. And so it is. So, we've got some beautiful cards we're pulling right now. So, keeping your intention or your question in mind, as we move through this reading, take what you need, leave the rest. If it's not resonating, don't try to force it. Just receive what's meant to be, okay? So, the main energy that we're pulling here is the Eight of Crystals. So, crystals in this deck are equivalent to pentacles. The Eight of Crystals, now I read intuitively, so if you have a different interpretation, and if you're reading other or receiving other messages simultaneously, then also receive that and trust that. But I'm just going to give you and offer you my lens. So, Eight of Crystals, this is the card of being present and focused on what's in front of you. Putting in the necessary time and hard work. The only way that things can really be accomplished, like it looks like she has multiple projects that she's juggling, right? One step at a time. Ask yourself, what is the next right step or right action that I need to take in order to continue to build towards what it is I'm wanting to manifest or align to. I also love this card at an energetic level. I like to think of this card as like this woman or this person or you or whatever is a spider. Okay? Now follow me. You're a spider, and your job right now is to build your web. And your web is like your vibrational field that surrounds you and your life. And so as you anchor into your alignment, into your presence, into this now moment, wherever you are in life, I want you to start to build energetically this like spider web, okay? That surrounds and permeates your body, your home, your office, and think of that web as everything that you need will get caught in that web. Everything that you need, it will come to you. You're not going to miss it. And anything that's not of your highest good will also get caught in that web, but it will spin its own self into whatever. Like it gets cleared out. You know how spiders spin their prey or whatever. So just work with that visual and see how that works for you. And then you can expand that out into, like, if you're at home and you are not liking the web that you live in, you can start to look around and ask yourself, if there's certain pieces of furniture or, like anything that you have in your house, if you're like, it doesn't bring you joy, or it's not really serving a purpose, or it's no longer in alignment with the life that you are building and creating for yourself, let it go. Make space for more. So basically, the Eight of Crystals as the main energy is saying, stay focused on this present life moment and what it is that you are participating in, allowing in, etc. Okay? With that, the support says, as you focus here, the Ten of Crystals says, and I'm just literally noticing this because I'm closing my eyes as I'm channeling. This looks like a web. I don't know if you can see this. This looks like a web, right? So that sacred geometry, it looks like a web. And there's all your like blessings, or your abundance, or your connections, whatever it is that you're seeking, you're gonna have it, right? So the Ten of Crystals is like, it is the manifestation of the thing that you've been working so hard for. It's all coming into alignment. It all is coming into your life without force. Move into flow. And the only way that we can flow, again, is to be present. Okay? So the support energy says, what you're desiring, what you're wanting, what you're seeking, at some level of existence in the quantum field, it's already yours. So all you need to do is stay focused on the physical template so that this energy has some place to land. Okay? Now, I can see the challenge here is the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands, pages can be like new beginnings, they can be new chapters, but they can also represent our inner child, okay? That childlike wonder and excitement. To me, the challenge here, the Page of Wands is saying it's time to refocus why you have passion or pleasure in whatever it is you're building. Maybe you've lost focus and you've turned it into a chore and not a joy. Okay? So let that inner child take a seat next to you or step into the heart space and remind yourself why the hell you're doing what you're doing in the first place. Okay? Because you don't need to worry about what's going to come from it or come after it. Okay? Because when we are anchored in our childlike wonder and joy, that is so magnetic for the prosperity, the abundance, the connections that we're seeking. So you just need to focus on being present to the work and the embodiment of that work. Okay? And with that said, outcome, the Justice card. So the Justice card is saying it's all working in right order. As you stay in your harmony and your balance, the universe will do its job. Okay? The Justice card, again, is about right action. So whenever you feel yourself getting off of your balance, reassess, realign, and ask and remember, why am I doing this? Okay? And if you can't anchor into and find that joy, take a step back and then come back to the presence and come back to that work at hand. I also like to see the Justice card. Some of you may be familiar with this goddess archetype, some of you may not. But the Egyptian goddess Ma'at, she is the Egyptian goddess that she basically has like 72 laws of morality and 72 or 42, can't remember. Don't quote me on it. But her job here, besides like how to be a good human, her job is making sure, as we move through transition, as we shift from one state of being into another, as we go through our transformations, our metamorphosis, our quote unquote deaths and rebirths throughout the chapters in our life, her job is to make sure that our heart remains as light as the feather that she wears on her headband. So she balances our energetic heart space with the feather that she carries in her headband. And if our heart is heavier than that feather, then we are carrying too much of the weight of the world in our heart space. And we need to go back and remember again, where is that lightness in the heart space? Where is that joy? So keep it light. Just because this is work, it doesn't mean it has to be a struggle. Just because this is a challenge doesn't mean it has to be difficult for the spirit. Okay? So trust that what's coming is coming for you. Keep staying focused. Reassess into that inner childlike wonder. Keep the heart open and light. And that's how you can stay in your harmony, so that this can continue to grow with grace and ease. Okay, let's pull an oracle card here. Oh, interesting. Let's see what those are. That's funny. Okay. So I didn't put those back in the right deck the last time I had used those, so I'm just going to trust that. So the first card is Serious Star Blessings. Yes, proceed, be seen, push through. So I'm hearing, so right now as I'm recording this, we're in the Lionsgate in 2025. And this Lionsgate in Leo energy, it is an Aquarius full moon. This is the time to step fully into your power. This is the time to trust your highest soul calling. Not everybody's supposed to like it or agree, but keep going. Don't look back. You're not going that way. And then we have the Akashic Stargate, aligned with purpose, crossroads. There is no wrong path. So as you align with that purpose, like I was saying with the Page of Wands, okay, and then we have the Serious Star Blessings. As you align with purpose, this is going to be anchored in more of your own integrity, your soul's truth. And so really the only way you can make a wrong choice is if you betray yourself. If you betray yourself and make a choice based off of other people's approval. So moving out of the people pleasing and allow yourself to shine bright, and sometimes our light's going to trigger people. That's okay. If we are being authentic and triggering people at the same time, you're probably doing something right at a soul level. So stay focused on your purpose. And you are at a crossroads. Crossroads is like, what timeline am I going to occupy? Am I going to stay in the timeline that keeps me playing small and shrinking? Or am I going to allow myself to embody my highest soul blueprint? And I'm seeing that what you're doing is you're allowing yourself to break through into a higher embodiment. It's big work. Okay. And we have heart, home, compassion. Okay, so I'm almost feeling like it's pink, but I also get the red root chakra energy. That you're safe exactly where you're meant to be right now. You are in your life, and if you're not, of course, if you're in danger and all of that stuff, take the necessary precautions to take care of yourself. But I'm talking energetically, you are safe. You are exactly where you're meant to be. Even if you have a little bit of fear and uncertainty, be gentle and compassionate towards yourself as you move into and step into this new chapter. We're moving out of, being a critic of ourselves, okay? We're moving out of, it's time to be on your own team, basically, okay? So whoever this reading is for, it's very clear to me that you are making some serious quantum leaps and shifts, and it may not feel like it, especially when you're in the Eight of Crystals, when you're in that hard work. But if you keep connecting with that energetic heart space, right? Keeping the heart open and light, being gentle and compassionate towards yourself, trusting your highest soul's purpose. Sometimes when I get scared about doing, stepping into my power or being seen in new ways, I have to remind myself, at the end of the day, it's not about me. It's about the message. It's about the mission. And it's about the path of liberation that will assist everybody on their path towards we go home, basically, on our path towards home. As Ram Dass would say, we're all just walking each other home. So don't take yourself in life so damn seriously. Move back into that childlike wonder and excitement. What you need is coming for you, coming to you. And that's kind of all I'm getting for this reading. Let's pull one more card just to balance out the spread and see what comes up. Oh, that was fast. Okay. And then we have gestation period. Okay. So that's what this can feel like, is the hard work is we're in the middle of the becoming. We're in the middle of, what we are transforming into. So sometimes the hardest or biggest steps happen in seclusion or isolation or in your own quiet time. So gestation period isn't forever, but enjoy this. Enjoy this time of becoming. And we can't force our seasons as we become. Okay, so hold your vision, trust your process. For whoever this is for, I hope this helps. You are super supported, and if you'd like a private session, information is in the description. Have a beautiful, blessed rest of your day.